Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best enchantments to use, how to unlock them, and how to get them in general. So if you guys do enjoy this video, then make sure to smash your like button and click the subscribe button as well, because I would greatly appreciate it. We're close to 20,000 subscribers, so thank you in advance. But now that we got all that out of the way, let's get you guys some enchantments and get on into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to get into is how to unlock the enchants, or basically get them in general. So you're going to go inside of your upgrade skill tree here, and you're going to go to the mining section. You're going to go inside, and you're going to see a ton of upgrades. But the upgrades you want to focus on the most is the downwards pathway, and that has to do with the enchant safes, or basically the forge machine. Pretty much all of these upgrades right here have to do with enchants and, well, the way to unlock them and get them. Once you unlock the forge machine, you can then upgrade your enchants in that machine with different ores, including magma ore. That is what it's used for. But this pathway right here is how you're going to get enchants. So as you can see, we have the more enchant safe 1, 2, and 3, and it just keeps on going till it gets to 5, and then you have the 1, 2, and 3 of the safe upgrade, basically giving you better chances to get better safes. But once you get a safe and you open it up, you're basically going to get one enchantment. It could either be a tier 1 or a tier 5, or you could even get a really good one, which we'll get into in a moment. But either way, once you open one of these safes, then you'll get an enchant, and then you can, check out which one you got, all that type of stuff. But that is how you unlock enchants in general, and basically how you get them. Now this pathway here is just cheaper enchanting. This is basically for the forge machine. So you go in the forge machine, when you go to upgrade an enchant to a higher tier, it will be a lot cheaper if you have these upgrades. And then you got better enchanting 1, 2, or 3, which will cost less enchants to make a better one. Either way, you don't really need this pathway here. You just need the safes, because that's how you get them. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get into how to get enchants. Yes, you already unlocked the pathway to get them, but you need to know how to get safes, because safes are the way to get enchants in general, unless you want to be someone that goes to Trading Plaza and buys them. That's totally up to you. The way to get enchant safes is either from the mining chest, from the mining merchant. You can get them from the exotic mining chest. Pretty much any of these chests have a chance to drop a safe. You can get the basic safe, you can get the uncommon, I think there's a rare. It goes completely up to, I think, exclusive enchant safe, which is the best possible one, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But either way, you got basic to exclusive. Once you open one of those bad boys up, you will get an enchant. Now the way to get enchant safes is by either mining the magma ore. Once you mine this, you'll have a chance to get one, or pretty much any ore possible, you have a chance of getting a safe. Now this is what the safes will look like. You can see that I have a basic enchant safe, and I can either get an upgraded version of this enchant safe, or I can just get enchants in general. The safes are literally the only way to get enchants. Remember that. You can't get them from the mining chest or anything like that. You can get the safes from the mining chest, but you cannot get enchants. But either way, you open up enchant safe, and you can see that I got pickaxe loot 1, and boom, right there, I already have an enchant. This is what enchants will look like. So like I said, you can either mine the magma ore or any of these ores and have a chance for an enchant safe to drop, or you can go to the mining merchant, buy a bunch of these chests, open them up, hopefully get lucky and get an enchant safe, and then you can open it there and get your first enchant. Or you can go to the trading plaza and buy a bunch there, totally up to you, but that is how you get enchants. So now let's get into the best enchants in the game and the best ones to put on your pickaxe, depending on what you want to go for. So there's 4 basic enchants that you can get as of right now. We have pickaxe strength, we have pickaxe speed, we have pickaxe loot, and we have pickaxe criticals. What critical does is it adds a 2% chance to your pickaxe, which inflicts a critical hit, giving it 5 times damage on that ore. You have pickaxe loot, which increases your chance of drops from ores by 20%, or whatever pickaxe enchant that you have. You have pickaxe speed, which makes your pickaxe faster, and you have pickaxe strength, which helps your pickaxe do a lot more damage. These are the 4 basic ones, and you can upgrade these up until a tier 5 enchant, which is the best one you can get, other than the super rare enchants, which we'll get into actually right now. So the 5 best enchants in the game right now, or basically the rarest ones at that, you have Chest Hunter, you have the Glitter Enchant, you have the Huge Hunter Enchant, you have the Lightning Enchant, and you have the TNT Enchant. Those enchants are pretty good, but now we're going to determine what are the best ones to go for. Well, the first one we got is Pickaxe Chest Hunter. Ores have a chance to drop mining chests. This enchant is very, very good, because obviously everyone wants a chance to drop mining chests. Now you're probably thinking, Elcon, I can just grind out the merchant, get chests there. Well, this enchant actually has a chance to drop a Titanic mining chest, which gives you a chance for the Titanic, and you can only get it out of the magma ore, I'm pretty sure. You might be able to get it out of other ores as well, but I just know this enchant increases your chance of getting a Titanic mining chest. Now, I personally have this enchant. Have I gotten a Titanic mining chest yet? No, I have not, but honestly, my luck could just be bad, but this enchant is pretty good just for getting mining chests in general. general. Now we got the TNT enchant, which is called Pickaxe Explosive. Your pickaxe has a chance of igniting an explosive. I'm going to be completely honest, this enchant is pretty useless. I don't know how much damage the explosive does itself on an ore, but you really don't need it. If you're in a public server with a bunch of high-level people, or you just have a bunch of ults farming that magma ore, eventually you're going to destroy it, and you don't need that extra damage. It's just not necessary. And then we got the Pickaxe Lightning, which your pickaxe has a chance to send bolts of lightning to nearby ores. This one is also very useless because it's just like the lightning enchant in Pet Sim 99. It doesn't really do much. It just sends lightning bolts to different ores, doing a little bit of damage. And like I said, I don't know how much the damage does, but I highly doubt it's that overpowered. The enchants you want to focus on the most is loot, because if you're in a public server with a bunch of people farming that magma ore, you don't need to worry about damage whatsoever, especially if you have a good pickaxe and they all have good pickaxes. You pretty much want to get as much loot as possible, and that's where pickaxe loot is going to come into play. Now onto the Pickaxe Huge Hunter enchant. Now this enchant doesn't have anything to do with loot, but it does increase the odds of hatching a huge pet while mining. That's pretty good because it'll increase your chances for the huge hell rock itself and the huge fossil dragon. But if you're not worried about huges and you want to focus on loot more than anything, then this enchant I would stay away from. That is pretty expensive and pretty rare, so if you do have it, I recommend selling it because I don't really know how overpowered it is and how much odds it increase on the huge. I don't think really anybody knows that, but if you do have it and you tried it out, and if you've gotten a huge from it, please let me know, because I'm actually curious on how good it is. But now let's get into the rarest enchant in the game, and that is the Pickaxe Glittering enchant. Ores have a chance to drop diamonds. As you can see, this enchant alone costs 3.8 billion gems, and there's only 15 that exist, so this is by far the rarest enchant in the game. Now, I have no clue on how overpowered it actually is or how many diamonds it gives you. If it's anything like the Diamond Printer Game Pass, then I can see why it is very, very expensive. But honestly, I don't expect it to be that overpowered. I do expect it to be somewhat good, but I mean, really, how many gems could it possibly give to make it this valuable? If one of the 15 people watching this video right now have this enchant, please let me know on how many diamonds it actually gives you. I am very curious to know and to see if it actually owns up to how rare it is and how valuable it is as well. Now, if you guys were wondering yourself on how to get one of the 5 rarest enchants in the game, well, that only comes from the one and only exclusive enchant safe. This enchant safe here is the only one that has a chance of one of those 5. As you can see, the glittering enchant is the rarest at a 0.1%. You have the huge hunter, which is a 1%. You have the chest hunter, which is 10%. The TNT, which is 30%. And the lightning at 58.9%. The way to get this enchant safe is by getting super lucky with the celestial enchant safe. If you have one of those, you have a chance of getting one of these enchant safes. And well, you can either sell it for 21 million gems, or you can gamble it and try to get the rarest enchant in the game. So now that we went over every enchant, how to get them, all that stuff, let's get into the best ones to use, especially for a lot of free-to-play players. I know darn well a lot of you do not have the rarest ones. That's okay. Let's get into it. So real quick, if you go to your inventory and you have a pickaxe, you will see that most of the pickaxes only have one slot on there to put an enchant. Well, if you get up higher, if you get to the obsidian pickaxes, they have 2 slots. The runic pickaxe has 2 slots. And the one and only molten pickaxe also has 2 slots. Now, everything below that will have 1 slot, including the emerald pickaxe. You can also see the stats on the pickaxes as well, if you were curious. Most of you is either going to have a gold pickaxe or an emerald one, because they are the cheapest and easiest to get. Now, if you have 1 enchant slot, let's pick a perfect enchant for you. Now, if you're someone that wants to do a lot more damage to ore, that's okay, because the best enchant for you is going to be the strength enchant. If you can get a tier 5, that is the best one that you want to put on your pickaxe, but anything lower will help you do a little bit more damage. Even pickaxe strength 3, it gives you a 60% boost on your pickaxe, helping you do a lot more damage. Now, if you want to be someone that does damage but a lot faster, then you're going to go for pickaxe speed. It doesn't really matter which enchant tier that you have. Either one of them will give you a little boost. Obviously, the higher tier you go, the better the boost will be. But a lot of these enchants are hard to get, so it's understandable. Whatever enchant tier you have, smack that bad boy on there and you should be good to go. Real quick, the giveaway winner for the huge hell rock is Yogi Calvin. Congratulations, buddy. I'm going to send it on over right now. There's his username, there's a message, and there's the huge hell rock. Congratulations, boom, send it on over as soon as it goes through, taking forever. And there we go. It has been sent. Congratulations once again. Now that we got that out of the way, I'll let you guys get back to the video. Now, if you want to get more ores to be able to buy more mining chests and stuff from the merchant and stuff like that, then you're going to want to go for the Pickaxe Loot 3 or 5 or whatever enchant tier that you have. Either way, this will help you get a lot more ores. Also, if you want to do a little bit more damage, you could go with critical. I'm going to be honest, I would stay away from this enchant, because if you're someone that has one slot only, then this enchant is not going to be that helpful. I would pick one of the other 3 over this one any day. Now let's get into the 2 slots. For anybody that has an obsidian pickaxe or above, these are the enchants that you could pair together to make them super overpowered. You can actually even stack enchants too, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, but I have, and I feel like it worked, but I'm not even positive. But honestly, the best ones for me, especially if you want to do a lot of damage, would be the strength charm and the speed one. If you put them both together, you're going to be doing a lot more damage and a lot faster as well. But you also got to think about this as well. If you're someone in a private server all by yourself, or just in a public server all by yourself, and you want to do damage, then go for it. But if you're in a public server with a ton of people, or just in a server with a ton of people in general, and they're all doing damage, you don't really need to do damage, because either way, you're going to get rewards. You want to be able to get the most loot possible, or just get more loot in general from destroying that magma ore, and the way you can do that is by pairing pickaxe loot and stack them both together, because as you stack them both together, they stack on top of each other, especially if you have the pickaxe loot tier 5, because I'm pretty sure it does a 100% boost, and if you stack them together, that's 200%, giving you a lot more loot, and especially a better chance for those magma eggs, for anybody wanting them at least. Now, if the enchants do not stack together, like I said, don't quote me on that. You could use one pickaxe loot enchant and stack it with either critical and or mining speed, or you can even stack it with strength if you want to do more damage, or you want to swing faster, or you want to do like one of those big hitter critical hits, then you could go with those. But that's just the enchants that you can work with as a free-to-play player, or someone that doesn't have any of the rare ones. Now, if you're someone like me that does have the chest hunter enchant, then I would pair the chest hunter with pickaxe loot tier 5 or 4 or whatever enchant that you have. I would go for the highest one, of course, but you can pair them together. It will give you a significant boost on drops from ores and give you a chance for mining chests as well. So that is a pretty good combo to put together. But like I said, if you want to do more damage, strength and mining speed are the way to go. They're the best enchants to put together, and well, they'll make your pickaxe pretty unstoppable. But like I've said this plenty of times already, if you're someone out there that doesn't have a private server or wants to be able to destroy the magma ore fast, go to a public server. A ton of people is going to be using their scrolls. They're going to be farming that ore, and you don't have to do a single thing. All you gotta do is smack it a couple times, do a little bit of damage, and you're gonna get ores, loot drops, all that type of stuff just from doing a little bit of damage. And that's how it's gonna be. A ton of people are gonna be farming them just like you want to. So they're gonna be doing all the damage, and you're just gonna be there picking up the scraps, or, you know, the loot in general. Now, for anybody wondering, I get this question all the time. Elcon, what is magma ore used for? I've said this before in another video, but it's all good. We're gonna run it back. The sole purpose of magma ore in Let's Go is the forge machine, and not just everything in the forge machine. This is by creating tier 5 enchants, which is the highest enchant tier that you can create. After you get to a 4, you will then start using magma ore, and like I said, that's the sole purpose for it. That's the only thing it's used for. There is no magma chest. There is no other purpose for the magma ore. It's basically useless unless you have a bunch of tier 4 enchants that you would like to turn into a tier 5. That is like the only thing it does. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you found it helpful. If you guys have any questions regarding this video and or Let's Go in general, then please feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I quickly want to mention, I know a lot of people don't have access to these, or just are not able to obtain them because you're either free to play or something like that, but that is emerald pickaxes. I'm going to be giving a bunch of these away to a lot of people that absolutely need them. All you gotta do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your Roblox username in the comment section down below. Let me know that you need one, and I will happily send one over if I have enough, of course. But if you guys haven't already, then make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell to never miss an upload. Thank you guys again for watching, and I will catch you guys all in the next video. Peace out, everybody.